as we mentioned at the beginning of the program, we're going to be talking to a gentleman who's developed a particular interest here in Thailand. I think I should introduce him to you and tell his story about his love for this country. Adam Medway, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Most welcome. I should say that that's an English accent, so England was your home originally?
Yes, I grew up in England, in London, in Chelsea actually, before going to boarding school in the countryside. I went to a place called Stowe. This is actually where the Thai connection starts. I met a great guy who became my best friend, who was Thai, and subsequently I was able to dip into Thai culture from quite a young age. From the age of 15 I was coming here for holidays, summer holidays and such, living with his family, and I just really fell in love with it here.
Now, you fell in love with it so much that you've actually developed a very, very special hotel or resort in Phangan Island.
Phangan, yes.
And it's called the Mandalay Hotel.
Mandalay.
So you can love a country, but to actually build your own resort is something else, you know?
Well, I wanted to stay, you know, so it's been a dream of mine to build such a unique hotel for a long time. I was originally involved in property development in the UK during the East End loft boom. So
all right.
I was creating loft apartments from old warehouses, beautiful Victorian warehouses. My mother's an artist, so I've got a bit of both in me, and I decided to set up an architectural practice here with my Thai partner, Nas. And from that we started doing some property development in Phangan and decided that the time was right finally to launch this brand.
So it was actually a dream that you had, because you have an architectural firm which I think is called STEM.
Yeah.
You actually decided that why not build something that you design that is yours.
Right.
You've actually come up with something that is very much hip boutique style, because actually it's not a huge development, but it's got the whole world and the whole relaxation theme in front of you.
Yeah, Mandalay, the name actually comes from a mandala, which is a Tibetan form of painting, signifying a transformational experience. I spent 3 months on my own in the Himalayas with lots of camera equipment when I was in my 20s, and managed to create video mandalas out of beautiful shots of nature, maybe sun on rocks and water and trees blowing in the wind. And when I got back to London, I sort of created these into live mandalas. Some beautiful sacred geometric forms came out of that. So really for my first hotel, I thought it was fabulous to do something which came from that time. And you know, it is a transformational experience in itself, going on a holiday, etc., etc. We live very busy lives. We deal with many different people every day. And to have a sanctuary on a very beautiful, undeveloped island that I've got a long history with and love seemed like a great thing to provide to other people as well as for myself.
Indeed. How often do you go down?
I go down a couple of times a month. I'm going down again on the 10th, so
looking forward to it, obviously.
To that, yeah.
What about the design concept that you came up with?
We wanted to do something which was in keeping with the beautiful fisherman village that we are situated in. We're actually on the very north end of the island, very far away from the full moon parties, which are great fun. But sort of there's been a stereotype attached to Phangan just for the full moon parties.
Yes.
Well, that happens in 5 kilometers of the island. We've got 147 to play with. We're actually in a beautiful old fisherman village called Chalaklam. And we wanted to create a luxurious hotel, but something very cozy. With all the design cues that we thought would be practical and, you know, something really different. But, you know, you have that sense that you walk out of the hotel and you find yourself right smack in the village. So, you know, if you want to go out at 6 a.m. and meet the fishermen and buy your own fish, you can do that, or we can do that for you. We can bring it to the hotel or the bar and restaurant. We can create great barbecues, etc., etc.
And that's a lovely way to start one's day, isn't it?
It is.
And then I understand that you also have like spa facilities, you have the bar, you have restaurants.
Yeah, we have Shisha, which is a tropical minimalist approach to a bar restaurant. We're the first a restaurant of our kind on Peng An. We have both international and Thai cuisine. And in the daytime, it's very minimalist whites and a beautiful deck on the beach. We have white VIP sofas and sheer curtains, big red Ganesh, which is one of my favorite.
Yes. And also, you've got your own boat.
We do.
That you worked hard on, I believe. Is that right?
I actually did, yeah. It's a funny story. I managed to pick up a 55-foot, 20-year-old solid wood fishing boat in Peng An. And I took it to Champon, which is where many of these boats were made originally. Yes. I had the opportunity to work with traditional boat builders there for 3 months. We designed it on the fly, but we created a pretty spectacular boat now. It has hot and cold shower facilities, a full kitchen, DVD player. It's got a great galley.
Not what the fishermen used to have.
No, we changed it a little bit. We kept the traditional design. So many of those practical things on the boat work so well.
Yes.
But it's a really capable boat. That's what I love about it. And our guests love to go out for sunset cruises. It's great for weddings.
Yes.
We did a fabulous wedding in Shisha on the deck last year with 40 people from the States.
Oh, and very nice.
It was good fun.
So you actually have 12 rooms?
We have 12 suites at present on the beach.
Right.
And we have a beautiful restaurant, Shisha.
Right.
The name Shisha comes from the hookah pipes, which they used to smoke in the Middle East. We have sweet molasses and tobacco and beautiful scents. Actually, all our tobaccos and shishas are hand-painted. They come from Syria.
Really?
Yeah, so that's fun. It's a fun thing to do. But we have great food and we have great wine list, etc., etc.
Right. And you've got lots of activities for the guests if they want to make jewellery design, or they want to go kite flying or scuba diving.
This is the incredible thing about Peng An, you see, because recently, due to the, let's not say overdevelopment, but quite hardcore development in Samui, people who were originally in that market are looking for different things to do. And Peng An is emerging as a real great opportunity for that.
Thank you for joining us. I hope that you'll come back and talk to us again.
I'd love to.
I'm sure you're going to go on some other exciting projects. Adam, thank you again.
Thanks, Valerie.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
That's okay. That was Adam Medway from the Mandalay Hotel, the owner and designer, or co-designer. So something very special, high-end. I have to say the prices are not so expensive, so why don't you go into the website? We look forward to talking more about that later, and Agid will bring you now factoids.